Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Hawk stayed in Cobra Kai during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2? If you haven't seen the previous parts, I would recommend you go watch them before continuing this one. So in this timeline, the Saikai Taikai would continue, and the Cobra Kai students would explore Barcelona. Hawk and Quan would have a rivalry, and Quan would mess with Hawk. He would constantly remind him that he was no longer captain. Hawk would be sad that he was no longer captain. Tori would try to cheer him up, but Hawk would push her away. Kyler would want to hang out with Quan and Yoon, even though he wasn't on the team anymore. Hawk would feel betrayed by Kyler, but since Quan was messing with Hawk, Kyler would go back to messing with Hawk, and he would go back to calling him Lip. Meanwhile in Barcelona, Chris would meet with Sensei Kim. They would plan to expose Silver in the main stage, so the Saikai Taikai would continue. The team matches would continue. Yoon would be the new Cobra Kai captain. He wouldn't be as aggressive as Hawk or Quan from the original timeline. He would use the Viper attack to get through his opponent's defense. Quan would be fighting aggressively, and he would want to show off to prove that he was better than Hawk. Hawk would also be fighting aggressively, but he would underestimate his opponents, and they would land some points on Hawk. The fights would continue. Kenny and Sean would do well in the tournament, and in this timeline, Cobra Kai wouldn't be eliminated, and they would make it to the semifinals. Danny would watch the Saikai Taikai from his house, and he wouldn't be happy that Cobra Kai made it that far. Yoon would fight Diego, and he would still get a lot of points against him, so Yoon would win his match, and he would make it to the finals. Tori would be in the semifinals, and she would win her match, so she would also make it to the finals. And in the finals, Axel would fight Yoon, but Yoon would have a hard time getting a point on Axel. But Yoon would try the Viper technique, and he would manage to land a point on Axel. Axel would be surprised, and he would go on offense. Yoon wouldn't have much defense, so Axel would defeat Yoon in this timeline. Zara would fight Tori. Zara would be aggressive, and she would land some points on Tori. Tori would be using a combination of offense and defense. She would manage to land a point on Zara, so Zara would get more aggressive, and she would defeat Tori. So the Iron Dragons would win, and Cobra Kai would go home in defeat. But even though Cobra Kai lost, they would still be the biggest dojo in the valley. Hawk would feel betrayed by his dojo, and he would decide to leave Cobra Kai. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Hawk stayed in Cobra Kai during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.